So far, so good. All decks I'm using are listed in the description box below. And this reading is for singles, couples, and those who are dating. So Taurus, let's see what the overall energy is for you guys in regards to love and romance for these last 2 weeks of April. Oh, look at that. Romance. Lavish the one you love with your personal attention and affection. So this, I feel, is kind of different energy for each of you, actually. Some of you, this next 2 weeks is going to be filled with romance, all right? I really feel like this is already kind of going on, okay? You could have recently met somebody, or maybe you and your partner are just getting along very well, but it's, very romantic. Also, for you guys, we are about to go into Taurus, because today is the 18th of April, so, maybe this is those of you who have somebody special in your life. They're really going to lavish you and romance you, and it's going to be a lot of fun, okay? For others of you, this might just be the energy that's more on your mind, especially if you are single, you're really contemplating romance and what you want, and, noticing that it's lacking in your life. And remember, Saturn has gone retrograde, so this is a review of everything you've been working on, and if romance is a part of that, you are really going to be in contemplation and review mode about it. So, let's pull a couple more cards to see what the highlights are for you guys this next 2 weeks. That is like half the deck, so that is way too many, so maybe that's what we need to do right there. Honestly, it's hard because I usually shuffle this way, but then you guys see that, so I'm like trying to, I don't know, you would think it's not different, but it is different to my hands, I'm telling you now. Even if I close my eyes. Okay, so we have let go of control issues, allow the situation to naturally unfold in regards to romance, and retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. Yeah, some of you guys are really wrapped up in somebody, or and this is the universe saying, like, just enjoy and savor every moment. Don't push anything to move quicker than it needs to or than it is supposed to, Taurus. Just allow it to flow. And some of you might be planning a vacation or going on a vacation these last 2 weeks, and it looks really nice, honestly. Others of you, that's just more of this energy where you are so wrapped up in each other. Let's see, obedience. That's interesting. Actually, with let go of control issues, I think some of you, that's going to be, very hard. Keeping yourself in line, right? So let's see how this energy unfolds for you guys over the last 2 weeks of April. So we have the moon. We have movement. And we have choices. Wow, a Taurus. So, look at what the very next card is. Just gonna put that right here. I feel like that belongs there. So, Taurus, this is saying, whatever you feel is going on under the surface or not being said, you are right. There's more than meets the eye, okay? And you're feeling that. But there's some movement. The energy shifts. There's a change for you guys. And then all of a sudden now we have some choices here. So because this is general, if you are super single, this right here, my friends, with movement and choices, romance, this could signal there's, an opportunity of romance presenting itself to you guys, those of you who are super single. Now, just because I say that, it might not be a romantic opportunity that you are super interested in, because, I've done readings and I'm like, yeah, looks like you're going to have a couple of offers here. And then the person's like, well, that didn't even happen. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? You had like a couple of offers. Well, it wasn't from anybody that I wanted. And I'm like, okay, the Taurus is telling you what's coming your way. And, because of what's come out so far, we're going to draw some tarot cards to clarify. Some of you, it may or may not be something you're interested in, okay? I would say more so, yes, you are. But again, this is general. So those of you who are super single, there may be some movement in that energy, and now we have a couple of choices. And starting off with the moon, I would say it's like you might know kind of who it is or who's feeling you, and then, you're right. I believe that you are right, because we have the full moon here, and I do not know off the top of my head when the full moon is in May, but this here is looking like a new moon, so this could be your Taurus new moon. So by your Taurus new moon, there's some new choices when it comes to romance for those super singles out there. If you're just dating around, I feel like, there's a lot more activity coming on the scene these last 2 weeks of April for you guys. It's just like romantic energy for Taurus. Now, since this is general, maybe if there isn't like nothing coming in, what this is about is, the universe is saying you need to have some movement in your perception and your ideas about romance for yourself, okay? With let go of control issues, really, it's like some of you, it might be your own energy kind of keeping you at bay from this. Just, if you've been burned, or it's just been a really long time since you've had anybody, it's easy to kind of feel more pessimistic and negative about those energies and just your circumstances. But the universe is saying, listen, take this time. Saturn has gone retrograde, which is an excellent time for deep review. You will have insights about so much that you typically do not, okay? And with movement, it's like if you allow yourself to go deeper and get out of that intellect and your emotion about romance, go into the soul space, you're going to have movement in your energy, and there comes now choices where you understand and like you see your own energy, your own hand in your singlehood. Others of you might recognize that, your singlehood has been about a lot of soul growth, and it's not about punishment or that you don't deserve love, okay? So I just feel, and I'm seeing this through all these, there's a lot of clarity coming in for each sign about romance in their life. And for Taurus, this just looks like if you felt like something's being hidden, or there's something not being said, or something under the surface, your intuition is correct, and there's movement in that energy which puts you in this place of choice. But so far I'm not seeing like this as a negative energy. So let's pull some tarot to get some clarification. And some of you who are dating like casually, there might be somebody who's really trying to take things to the next level. And again, you're already kind of feeling that. And they want to move it to the next level, and that puts the choice in your hand. But because we have let go of control issues, some of you, this is where like you are really feeling like this is the one, and you want things to move to the next level or move quicker, and you're putting the choice out there to this person. Hey, are we getting committed? Hey, are we gonna move in together? It will be different for all of you, but there's movement of energy in regards to love and romance for Taurus. Okay, so this card came out, and hold on, I gotta put the other deck down. Okay, so this card actually flew out, and the vice versa, and this is with the moon. Some of you, I think, are maybe fearing some things. You're fearing things aren't going to work out. You're fearing that who you're interested in, isn't liking you back the same. Like, some of you are anticipating, like, sadness or heartache for some reason. But with this, even in the description, it says, regardless of what's going on, it's by no means the end. And, I see a bridge here. So if you are feeling really scattered, really confused, and you just feel like there's more going on than you see, just pull out of those emotions. Get out of, having nervous and busy thoughts in your mind. And believe me, it will come to you through your intuition. And I don't know, if you're in a partnership, if you and your mate just haven't been getting along, and you're I think you're kind of fearing like they don't really want to be with you, or like let's just pull more cards. So here we have this Emperor in this position for movement, and then we have the Queen of Cups here. So we have Aries or water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with that. And this to me is definitely like a couple. I feel, Taurus, some of you, whether you're male or female, you're really worried about your relationship for some reason these last 2 weeks. And if that's not resonating with you, don't freak out and think, oh my God, what's going on? Because that's not a message for you, okay? But there's some Tauruses that are just, maybe it's you're coming into the realization that you and your partner aren't as compatible as you once believed. I just feel when it says let go of control issues, Taurus, this is not the time to act or decide or make any decision about the relationship unless it's like bam out in your face and 100% for sure your partner's unhappy, or there's been cheating, or maybe it's that you're unhappy and you're contemplating whether you should be in this or not. I think you should really just ride these energies out for the next 2 weeks, and let go of control issues, surrender, and there will be movement in the energy. And with choices here, I feel like, you're not high and dry. And also, interesting with this queen is, she's been through a lot, but when she's in this position, she has come to the realization that she could be just fine on her own, that she really doesn't need anybody, that she is strong and independent. And because we have choices here, that's why I'm saying I feel some of you who are in a serious relationship might be in that contemplation mode, like there's just something under the surface, and it's like your own intuition, nagging at you, pointing out, the differences between you and your partner, and you just kind of like, would I be better off alone? And again, Saturn has gone retrograde, so just allow these energies to play out and let the universe reveal to you what you need to know. But that can only happen if you let go of the control and just let everything play out. So let's pull some advice. If you're like single, now that, all of this is out, I feel like many of you are just in this, contemplation mode. And because we have the moon here, this is representing some heartache and some hurt that either you're not aware of or you're refusing to accept and acknowledge exists within you. And this is the universe saying, listen, this is a great time to allow that emotion to surface so you can have movement in this energy, and that opens you up to new opportunities and choices. But with obedience here and let go of control issues, some of you Taurus, I just feel like if you're used to wearing the pants, being in control, being in charge, you've got to kind of take a back seat to your own energy and let the universe, I don't feel like you're backing down or anything to another person. I feel like this is really you relinquishing that grip, whatever it is, so that the universe can come in and help with this, because that's what's meant for these next 2 weeks. Alright, so there's several cards that flew out. We have Will and Intent. Yes, the universe hears you, but again, it's time to surrender. And then we have the Shadow, which again, for some of you, this is suppressed emotions that you need to allow to surface and you need to allow to pass through you. It's time to heal this wound, okay? For others of you that are in a relationship, this could just be, all the shadow aspects of that relationship surfacing, and that's why you're like, whoa, is this the right thing for me? But we're in Saturn retro, so let the energy play out, okay? Look at this, because the next card is Integrate. So you're just going to come into some awareness, Taurus, by surrendering to the universe, really just saying, okay, universe, I will not dwell, I will not obsess, I will not try to control. Show me your magic over these next 2 weeks. You show me. I will bow to you. You show me. And the universe will, okay? Because look at this. Path to journey, go steady. You are going to really come into some profound insights by the end of April if you allow the universe in and allow it to dazzle you and show you and heal you wherever that needs to happen in regards to love and romance.